I saw this article today on the internet, and they're saying flood of money is not spurring growth in America and in Europe. And they call it economics 101. And I'm saying, like, no, that's not economics 101. That is, I'm not describing it. Well, in economics 101, there are two types of money considerations: the monetary policy and governments, the monetary policy, and the Feds, the people in charge of the money. They do the monetary supply, so that they could, when I put $100 in the bank, the Feds might take, say, I'm just using a figure here, they might take $70. You got to deposit $70. We want to keep that. So then you have $30 to expand the money situation, because the president doesn't want too much money in the system to cause inflation and other problems. So that is the work between the president and the Fed chairman and the whole group of the Feds. But there are other considerations too. They talk about spurring growth. Money alone does not spur growth. It is one of the components, but I'm not sure even how they're doing the money thing, how they're making the money available. But let me get to the chase here. For economic growth, you have to have a GDP that gets better. And there's a number at which everybody who wants to work will be working. Well, that's full employment. Not at 100%. Some people will be in mental institutions, hospitals, on vacation, just between jobs, school, and so forth. So 96% would be working. The formula is government purchases, consumption by citizens, net investment by businesses, and net exports. So this is how you're going to have growth. So in other words, the federal government, or all governments, will purchase things that individuals are not interested in. They'll purchase more police, more guns, more roads. Others going to buy space operations, missiles, and master planes, and so on. And of course, they might hire or provide money for school and other areas. Now, citizens will go out and buy things. They'll buy short-term things like food and clothing and other restaurant and party and cinema and so on, groceries, etc. And they may also do things like cars, housing, refrigerators, stove, washing machine, things that won't necessarily be consumed in a week, a month, or a year, maybe 2, 3, 4 years down the road. And businesses need to invest in new equipment, hiring people, making new products available, etc. And finally, you need to sell more than you're purchasing, or even if the other three are super, and you happen to either break even when you're buying, you sell overseas and you buy from overseas, they break even or you do better, or maybe a little under. All that. These four components is what registers growth. And so 4 years ago, I see if I had time, I don't have time, government gave me so much problems, I can't always settle down to really think how to help out. I'd rather be trying to get me some cans and get me through some grant letters and some criminals and crazies here to really get through the day and so on. But 4 years ago, I would say that America shouldn't, or the world shouldn't expect America to be consuming their sales or their production, because everybody wants to sell in America. But America can't go with this constant deficit of unfavorable balance of payment to help our folks. What I meant was that, because for a master's on the doctorate, I did some work that I was kind of modeling. I'm saying that what we need is, we need people who will go out. Let me say it this way. Since Americans have everything they need, computers, cameras, they just go out and buy a different model, or trade in this one and get one, or buy a next one, and so forth. You need people who go out and buy a house, car, refrigerator, cooks, fridge, stove, beds, furniture, the whole 9 yards, everything. That is what we're going to feel good. And I mean, America, there's some scope for growth, but not that type of growth that should be able to move the world economy. I said in another video that we need to look to Africa, to the Caribbean, to Latin America, parts of India, maybe Eastern Europe, this place close to Italy, it's a place where they're really, really backwards. What's it called? Albania. Parts of China, perhaps, where people, I mean, if the leaders, I think it's G7 or G8 or whatever, I'm not even up on how many there are right now. I'm so focusing on survival that I can't even do these esoteric things of, research and remember these things. But if they can guarantee places like Latin America and Africa, everybody should have a home. Use a lot of synthetic things to build a home as opposed to cutting down trees. Instead of using trees for food to cook, we have gas stoves or electric stoves. So everybody should have electricity, everybody should have running water, everybody should have a home so they can furnish it. I mean, this is what's going to fuel the growth. And so unless there is a revolutionary in which everything now has changed, the way houses are built, new type of beds, new type of refrigerator. Unless there's a revolution in all these areas, you can't expect to have growth by just flooding money into Europe and America. We have to go down to Africa, to the Caribbean, to Latin America, and create jobs so that folks can earn money and then make available, electricity so they buy computers, cameras, wristwatches, cars, bicycles, everything, and this is going to spur growth for the next 100 years. So, look, for example, Africa. If we can make Africa self-sustained as far as its food, etc., here we're going to be creating jobs. Some of the stuff from South America to Europe. You're going to do like animal husbandry, cows, sheep, goat, pigs, chicken. We do things like fruits. Give them the scientific method. Instead of running just a whole bunch of water, you lead a tube to one plant. It's kind of like they do in California and so on. You have the animals in a way, another place they're doing with hay and so on. And if we, strategically place these things into Africa, build stadiums, people start buying things. I mean, you'd be amazed to know. Europe shouldn't be saying that, look, Africa is so poor, America, they can't eat, and they can't drought over there. Let's go and do some desalination. Let us put in some hydro or nuclear energy there so they can have electricity. Everybody who wants it. Let them earn money. Open banks in those areas and make money available to buy stuff. And, you have to be careful about one thing. But if you make jobs to them like agriculture where they can be feeding themselves, building roads, building bridges, they want steel, Pennsylvania starts up again. This is it. So the answer is not flooding money in America and Europe. It's trying to help Latin America, and it may not even call for a whole bunch of money, because if a farmer decides to go and open a farm in Africa, when you get back your money, we let them open cooperatives so a lot of them could be owners of the thing and earn money and so on. Come with different creative ways. Make sure that everybody in Africa will be able to eat every day. They don't have to go to poaching and doing stupid stuff and cutting down forests and fighting amongst them. No more war in Africa. We don't have to sell them advanced aircraft just to shoot around bullets and guns, but it's help them to do things that will help them to be self-sustaining, and get money so they can buy. So this is it. We have to help these folks to help themselves, and in helping themselves, we're going to be helped. Open ports. You drop off the cargo at one country and drive it across your trucks. So you're selling trucks, you're selling cars, everything that we have, we take it for granted. But I'll tell you, a lot of places we don't have it. And to help those people to get it, we'll put up a new satellite for communications that will come out of Africa, Latin America, and the Caribbean. You go into the Caribbean, say you have hurricanes every day, build a house like Puerto Rico, concrete roof. Haiti where the earthquake prone and hurricane, show them how to build homes that are seismic, kind of like um, resistant to earthquakes or harder to be destroyed. This is where the growth is going to be, and I'm saying that, I said this a long time ago, like saying, hey, because you're in the third world. Hey, there's where the growth is, man. Look carefully and you're going to see it.